My name's Lee and I'm from the team here at Active Essex, and I'm going to talk you through our new and exciting funding opportunity linked to our Find Your Active campaign. So the purpose of this fund is to try and support people in Essex who have become physically deconditioned because of the pandemic. And what we mean by that is people who have become less active or have become less active since the pandemic. And the new campaign, Find Your Active, is just trying to encourage everyone in Essex, Southend and Borough to make physical activity a part of their everyday lives and give them that boost that they need to help them try and find their active. Now, the fund itself will make awards to any organisation in the county and ambassadors that can take immediate action to engage the people who are least active because of the pandemic, or who are less active because of the pandemic. And applications are open now, so we're accepting applications right this second. So what can you apply for? Well, most of the grants will be for projects that can start quickly. We want to ensure money is going out to organisations that perhaps need funds for instructors, venue hire, equipment, or perhaps promotion. And this is very much a revenue fund, so we can't fund major capital projects such as facilities, floodlighting, gyms, or multi-use games equipment. This is a fund for the here and now. We want to get people moving now because of the pandemic and moving out of the pandemic. And we cannot fund sessions, equipment, or a project that might not have any impact in trying to make people more active. So an example of that might be something like you could be an existing sports team or club wanting a new sports kit, and that's not something we could fund because we don't believe that would have an impact in reconditioning Essex and getting people more active. And what we're looking to fund is grant applications in the region of £3,000. We don't envision making too many applications awards past £3,000. There may be the odd exception, but as I said, this is here and now, so we're looking to support a wealth of organisations across the county within the kind of £3,000 mark. And all activities that you're applying for funding for will need to be completed by March 31st or earlier, so March 31st, 2022. Now, to be eligible to apply for money, well, any organisation in Essex can apply for this as long as they meet our standard operating conditions, which are all listed on the screen there. And we've also got a handy 2-minute video with a link on there as well that you might want to take a look at before applying. Now, I'm not going to read through all of them, just have a pause of this video to take a look or follow that link below to watch the YouTube video. But that is essentially what we're looking for. So any organisation, regardless of your legal structure, whether you're a charity, a community interest company, a private limited organisation, as long as you can help people to find their active and become more active out of the pandemic for our priority audiences, and we're interested in receiving an application from you. So our priority audiences, where we know that a number of key groups and different people have been more affected by the pandemic than others. So we're focusing our funding on these key audiences. So if you can reach any of these audiences, we'd love to hear from you. And that's older people, children, young people, people with disabilities, people with long-term health conditions, women, ethnically diverse communities, people from lower social economic groups. So if you can access or have reach to any of these audiences, we would love to hear from you and receive an application through Find Your Active. Now, the application form and process itself is all on the screen there. It is incredibly simple, short, and easy to complete. If you've ever been put off by applications before, I'm sure you won't with this one, because it is as simple as it gets, and we've tried to make it as easy for organisations across the county to apply for the needed funds that they need to help us get people active and moving again. So you'll see on the screen there, this is the whole application, and the actual written pieces that we need to be able to make an informed decision about whether we can accept an application from you or not are in that brief description of your project box, which in there we're going to need to see who is going to benefit from your project. We're going to need to know where your project is going to take place. We're going to need to know the types of activities you're going to provide, how many people you plan to engage, and how will you engage them as well. And then we also need to see a breakdown of the money that you're requesting. So we need to know what you're going to spend this funding on. So in there, please give a breakdown of how you're going to spend that money. Please make sure you can give kind of a good accessible breakdown for us to access and see in your application. So it could be a number of weeks venue hire, a number of a cost per hour for a coach. It could be and the amount of hours you want that coach for. So we need to see a good breakdown of how you're going to spend that money to be able to sign off your application. So after you've applied, well, we will confirm receipt of your application within a few days, and we'll inform you of the outcome within 2 weeks. So we're looking to a sharp turnaround with this. We're trying to get activities happening now. And if we need some more information from you before making a decision, we'll get in contact with you. Now, if you are successful, fantastic. We're looking for reasons to make successful awards, so please do apply. But when you do receive a successful grant award from us, it will clarify the purpose of the award, the amount you've received, and some conditions for you to, if you accept the award. Once the agreement's been signed, you'll receive your funding within 14 to 28 days. And if you've got any questions, you can just get in touch with our team. It's a really simple process, and our team are obviously happy to help with any questions that you've got before applying as well. So there's a link there to our Meet the Team, and we have a number of relationship officers and managers across the county who'll be able to support you depending on where you are in the county.